Alright, so we're talking about getting a 600 as a beginner. Honestly, I watched pretty much every single video on this topic before I got it. And let's be honest, like, we know you're gonna get a 600 anyways. I definitely did. So far, I don't regret it. My background is, I've had electric scooters, no dirt biking, nothing like that. I guess bicycles, skateboards, stuff like that. So I do feel comfortable on two wheels. The only tricky thing for me was the clutch and all that, and pretty much every single bike has a clutch. So I just thought the Gixxers look sick, so got one of those. Got a good deal too. Yeah, so far I've been doing pretty good. And I'm definitely still a beginner. As you'll see in the video, like I leave the turn signals on. It's a mess, but so far it's been fun. The only thing about a Gixxer though, or any 600, is that they're definitely powerful. Like the 1000s are another topic, but the 600 I think is a pretty good middle ground. Like if you're scared shitless of bikes, I wouldn't do it because you're probably gonna drop it. What they don't tell you is that like a 600 is definitely intimidating. When you first look at one in person, they look like a big bike. And one thing to consider too, it's not as much as a height thing, but if you have short legs in general, you're gonna be on your tippy toes on this one. Like me, I don't flat foot it on each side at all. So what I do, I just tip the bike a little bit to one side, get my foot there. And so far it's been good. I've been thinking about lowering it, but I'd rather just learn how to do it, and then I could use any bike. I would definitely recommend lowering it if you're like super scared of tipping your bike. But just don't do anything you're not like ready to do, I guess. I'm not gonna say don't do anything that's uncomfortable, because if you did that, you wouldn't even get a bike. Yeah, the first time hopping on it for real, that's a whole nother feeling. All you hear is people saying you're gonna die, this, that. And it is true, you could. But me personally, I'm 27. If I got into this when I was like 18, 19, I would have fucked some shit up for sure. But I've been on the road for about 10 years, with the car. A couple accidents, nothing crazy. I understand the road. And for now, I'm just sticking to parking lots. Like this video, I'm just heading to the parking lot since I live in LA. You gotta hit the roads no matter what. The streets are fucked up. It's horrible. Like LA is definitely not a good spot to start doing this shit. Like maybe if I was in Marietta, stuff like that, that'd be great. But be ready to accept whatever happens, And the best quote I heard so far is, if you're going through anything fucked up, your girl broke up with you, she cheated on you with your brother, if that's you, I'm sorry. But if anything's going on, man, just don't hop on it. Like you're not gonna be straight in the head, you're not gonna be ready. Me personally, like I do smoke weed, I'm in LA, who doesn't? And even if I smoke the same day, like I'm not doing it. If I'm riding, I'm sober, just got a coffee in me, and that's it. But other than that, the biggest thing is it's a heavy bike. I have a '06 Gixxer. I don't know about the other ones. I did hop on the R1 and it wasn't that heavy actually, but it's a heavy bike. You might fuck up, you might drop that shit. Like I don't have frame sliders on yet, but I'm not really doing anything risky that might fuck up the bike. I'm taking risks here and there. Like being nervous on this is actually what's gonna fuck you up. Like if you see a bump or like something on the road that it's not a crater, you can go over it. It's cool. Just keep the bike straight. Let the suspension eat it. Like these 600s, like the body positioning is aggressive, but everything else is pretty comfortable. If you were to start on a 300, or I think even the 400, like they're not as aggressive like positioning. So if you're really scared, just get one of those. It's cool. If you drop it, it'll still suck, but at least it's not as heavy, and you can probably flat foot it. But if you're trying to go all in, let's do it. Yeah, man, honestly, it's all about the clutch, but that's every bike. And look how fast I'm going right now. Like I'm not going that fast. You don't have to go crazy on it. I'm literally going to the parking lot to do slow speed stuff. Right now I'm working on the clutch. That's like the main thing for me, like taking off. Because hitting the throttle, that's easy, that's not hard, and that's honestly the most fun. But the slow speed stuff, like getting on the curb, that shit is hard. That's the hard part. Like doing turns, like I still need to learn how to do a U-turn, like all that. But little by little, don't rush it. Don't do anything that like you wouldn't want your mom seeing. But I guess if you got a 600, she ain't trying to see that either. You know? So whatever, man. You know yourself. Like, you know if you're gonna fuck something up. You know if you're gonna like go crazy with it. Like, you understand that. Like me, I'm not scared of cops or anything. I'm just riding, and that's it, man. But I'll keep everyone posted. You know, I haven't dropped it yet, but you know, once I get the frame sliders, I might feel a little more comfortable in this. All right, guys, good luck. If you guys got any tips in the comments, just let me know. Appreciate you. Drop a like. Peace.